Hi everyone, LazyFire here. Welcome back to Wolfenstein: The New Order. Last time we landed on the moon in a shuttle. Hey, what's this? And they're planning a labor camp up here. Where won't the Nazis put a labor camp? And I wonder if Wolfram Wright is going to factor into the next game. Who knows if there is going to be next game. I'd really love details on that. Hint, hint. Welcome to the moon. Remember, we're a research scientist right now. And here's one of my favorite things about this level, and one of the reasons why it's my favorite level. The crazy different design that you get here. This looks like something that you'd get out of, I don't know, a Star Wars character or something like that. Uh, but look at it, it's got little details from, normal astronaut suits and everything like that. And the helmet is, straight up like the Nazi helmets, and it's just great. It looks good. And the decontamination suit here. Hi, little doggy. We didn't even take the time to really look at these guys because we're always running away from them. But you can see this is more machine than dog these days. It's great. I really love this level. Let's go have a conversation and get on with the rest of it, though. Let's just take a few minutes to look at some posters when we can.
Aus Ihrem Vorgänger habe ich mir nie viel gemacht. Bitte gehen Sie durch das Röntgengerät.
Alright, that gentleman wants us to go through here. Let's do that.
Moment! Ich sehe da ein paar Granatsplitter. Andenken an den großen Krieg, wie ich vermute. Gut, einen anderen Veteran zu treffen. Einen produktiven Tag noch.
I just like that guy's really happy tone. It's pretty cool. The little waiting room area is pretty fun too. Next stop, Venus and Gluck, which I imagine is like maybe a James Bond thing, who knows. And here's our heavy moon soldier. We'll see a few of these guys. Do not try to stab or shoot these guys with a pistol. They will just shrug it off. And you'll notice the gun he has may look slightly familiar. Actually, the guns all these guys have look slightly familiar. We'll see that in a second. First, so normally there's some stuff back here, but not really worth our time right now. We can actually go in there in a moment. And look at this.
Caroline, Anya, do you read?
Black Coverage. Come in, Black Coverage. Seth, can you boost the signal? Black Coverage, can you hear me? What's your status?
Well, I'm on the motherfucking moon.
The mouse on this one. I will clean it out with soap. Now, Blazkowicz, the goal here is to steal the nuclear decryption keys located in the command module. In order to reach the command module, you have to find a spacesuit and walk there on foot. Across the lunar surface.
Affirmative.
I believe in you, William.
Alright, we got our stuff.
The spacesuits are kept by the airlock. Your best chance to reach them is first go through the crew quarters, then onwards through the laboratories.
Let's really quickly come over here. Get some grenades. If you know where to look, there's a lot of stuff in this area and this level in general. Yeah, let's take some armor. Don't need the health right now. And to get where we need to get going, we have to open this area up here. Hey, a moon pistol. Actually, let's show that off real quick. It works just like the normal pistol, but it's always silenced. And I like the design, the ceramic instead of, the gunmetal. It's kind of neat. A lot of this... No, I thought I cut that one before. A lot of stuff in here is just really cool, and I appreciate the fact that they went to the lengths of making extra stuff just for this area. Now, this thing, you'll see a few of these throughout the level. You can actually fire on this chain, it'll release a gas. I'll show this off in a moment, actually. And it's theoretically really useful, but not so much in reality. So, let me show something off here. Fine, good. Nope. So, just realize if you've been relying on the pistol to do your dirty work, that you might not be in great company anymore. And we have the marksman. This is our secondary fire for the marksman. It is going to allow us to fire a laser shot, and it's the only one available on the moon. Now, a lot of people may complain that, hey, oh, here, let's show this off before I go anywhere. Theoretically useful. In practice, I've never been able to actually make it happen. Now, a lot of people will tell you that this level actually becomes a little difficult because of the marksman situation. What the hell just happened? And I sort of just gave away my intent here. Dual marksmans. And I've made the case that you don't really need to aim down sight a ton in this game. So, dual marksmans make all the fucking sense in the world. Because now you have double the ammo, and you basically just... Whoa, let's actually take this slow. We're going to try to get through this as much as we can. But dual marksmans just make everything easier in this map. I thought this was a difficult area before, and after having played it with dual marksmans, I no longer think that. And look at the commanders. I love that weird red jumpsuit thing. It makes them look like Max von Sydow in a sci-fi movie in the 70s. Well, I fucked up. Let's stab some people to celebrate. Now you're noticing I'm firing the left one only right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire the left one until I'm pretty much set. And once I need to switch ammo, or once I run out on the left one, I will switch over to the right one. But I'll also be picking up battery powers as much as possible. You can see, instead of picking up ammo, you pick up battery, and you see how slowly this just recharges. So that's why I'm basically going to make use of a lot of these recharging stations, and I'm going to be trying to sneak where I can. That was just a bad situation. Trying to sneak up on the commanders in this area has always been difficult for me, because I'm not always sure of where the enemies are in this layout. It's different. But here's a closer look at the commander. Yeah, he got hit right in the head there. But, I mean, that's just a great tracksuit. It reminds me 2001 a little bit, kind of. You know, very edge of it. This might be also one of the areas you may need the map in a little bit more than other maps or other levels. Don't be afraid to use it. Let's actually look at it now. You can sort of see where we are, where we're going, all that. Right now, we're pretty set. And just for completion's sake, let's open up a couple of these things and grab some armor and ammo and everything. You can see, because of the last level, the health pickup we had, we're at 160 health normal. This is great. This is actually really good for us. Okay.
There should be a service tunnel leading from the crew quarters to the laboratories. Trying to figure out a way to access it.
Alright, we're going to show something real quick here. There are the commanders. They're not particularly far away, nor are they particularly close in the grand scheme of things. This is actually one of the easier areas to screw up hard because of this guy right here. You might not be able to tell it right now, but he's actually one of the more strong soldiers who can't really take a shot to the head, or who can take a shot to the head. And you might have heard it as well, there is a Uber soldier. Okay. Okay. Sweet. I was hoping he wouldn't see me, but that works just as well. There's the Uber soldier. Alright, he moved. Good. We're gonna have to come through here again in a few minutes anyways to grab some stuff and look around a bit. But right now, I just really want to get to the next area before that guy fights me. So, god damn it. I really hope this bullshit gets worked out in the next game, because I've spent way too much time trying to open up tunnels for myself in this game. like that, we've mostly circumvented this area. We don't want to take him out yet. You can see where we are in relation to these guys, too. Oh, actually, one of the commanders is over here. And honestly, I know that part of the reason why I'm having issues with the doors or the little things to cut out is because of me and not the game. Where the hell did I go? This guy is next to me still. Oh, he's patrolling. That's right. I forget about this guy every single time I play this. I spend way too much time worrying about the other one. For him to pass. And by the way, you don't have access to any of your other weapons, just the pistol and the marksman and the grenades and so on. You could actually leave here without finding the other commander. But where would the fun be in that? And I fucked up. Every time I think I know the layout of this area, I don't. They're actually sleeping if you don't set off anyone. I've never actually, now that I think about it, successfully gone through this area without setting off at least one person. You should be right in there, actually. Yep. Can't quite see him, though. Here we go. Perfect. Well, I look stupid, but I'll take it today. We're actually gonna wait for this guy to go past us again. He's right outside, probably on the left, if I had to guess. I don't even know where he is now. Gone. Perfect. That's actually the first time I've stealthed through this entire section. There we go. You can pick up batteries, and they will also count towards the laser craft work in this area. And subtle arrows pointing you where you have to go next if you don't realize it yourself. I really like that they added these to the game. It does help a bit, because, I mean, yes, you have the map, and sometimes the HUD will even tell you where to go, but for the most part, you gotta figure this out on your own. So having those little arrows does help someone who's completely lost. Of course, there's only really one way to go, so it's more of a frustration removal tool than anything else. Look how fast our laser's recharging, by the way. Okay. I love the little noise that plays whenever you stealth kill somebody from a distance like that. Perfect. Actually, there's one more guy in here. That's who's saying huh, I believe. Maybe not. I don't hear anyone. Maxed out armor. I'm gonna get shot in the back. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh yeah, that's right here. God, that's brutal. I've kind of ignored close quarters takedowns recently, I guess. And I really shouldn't be. They're really fun and they're really violent and kind of cool. Let's take a moment to look around here. Got some books. I don't know why I grabbed that, but I did. It's just a nice little lab area. Got some knives. You know, you need those knives for your lab. Not much to it. This is one of those areas of the game that I'm going to full-on admit it's one of my favorite levels by all means, but because of the nature of the moon base, it's also one of the few areas of the game that you'll feel repeat later on. Like, you'll be in an area and just be like, I was here before, wasn't I? And no, it's just one of the moon base areas. Alright. This is also one of the more stealth-oriented maps of the game. One of the more stealth-oriented levels. So just be smart about your movements and think before you do anything, and you should be okay. It's not an overly difficult level by any means. You should be able to just do this easily. But, hey, better safe than sorry. We're going to go and stealth this thing. And you might be tempted to look for these holes and everything. The game will throw these sort of red areas at you that it sort of conditions you that you're like, hey, I can go down this, I can go through here. There's a guy. There's one less guy. Just being cautious. If there's one less person to spot me, I'm always pretty happy. That was a bad spot. Nah. Luckily, this guy's an idiot and doesn't even notice us. Can actually get a couple rooms ahead of him, I think. He should be actually the last man in this area. Wow, how did he not see me there? These guys, unlike, say, Metal Gear Solid guys, do have some peripheral vision, so I never know if I'm going to be totally okay or not. There we go. Perfect.
There is one more service tunnel connecting the laboratories to the airlock. Can you find it?
So, this area, you run through it pretty quickly, by the way. As you just saw, there's only a few people in this fairly large room, right? There's a little bit more ammo. Nothing really in this room or connected to this room, but it's a really cool little area. Just the size of it, the scope, and everything. And then this. That's the face model used for the Uber Soldier, if I'm not mistaken. So, this is apparently where they're marinated? I'm not quite sure. Come on. Really? Well, I've never seen that happen before. So, yep, once again, it's a quick little area. It doesn't really have a ton in it. There is actually a letter normally over here, and if you're wondering where the letters are, I've mentioned them a few times. I am going to do one single video with everything in it towards the end of the game, because some of it, well, if people were not keeping up with everything, it might spoil certain things, so I held off on it. Alright, let's get ready for this. Okay, there are actually people in here from what I recall. And some of my memories of this level are a little fuzzy. But you can kind of see what I mean. This is a different room that's laid out almost exactly like the lab we were in a few minutes ago. And there is actually, I believe, a secret in this room that allows me to get into that door down there. I thought it was over in the far corner over here, but I might be thinking of a completely different room. Again, for the most part, this game does a fantastic job of just putting every room being memorable and different and awesome. And then this map kind of has a few of those moments where you're like, I thought I was here before. And once again, that's the exact same criticism I leveled at it earlier. But let's continue on. We won't worry about it. And this, by the way, reminds me a fucking ton of Star Wars, especially the Death Star area, where the lasers were charging and everything, just the way the light is arranged and the way the grading on the light is. But, once again, not that important that we know everything about this. Let's get going. I am trying to show off a good portion of the level while we do this, by the way. And actually, I'm going to set my... I found out recently that you can hit Q to switch weaponry like that. I'm very happy about this discovery. Wish I'd known it sooner. I think I actually mentioned it in an earlier video when I first found out. And here we go. Good deal. Don't need that. And for some reason, this reminds me a lot of Alien. Just the machinery and the technology and everything, and the exposed pipelines and all that stuff. There's a lot of influences in here, and maybe I'm misreading some of them.
Let's see. Spacesuit. Walking on the surface, nothing to get all worked up over.
Goddamn, I love BJ sometimes. This map is really great for him, or level is just really great for him to talk about his thoughts and feelings. And we're on the moon. Our jumps, let me show these. By the way, I didn't hit forward. That was just the momentum of the moon carrying you over. You can run and really go. It's really neat. But your jumps are not overly floaty, but sprinting on surfaces is just going to send you rocketing up into the air a little bit every now and again. And there's not a lot here, by the way. The lunar surface is not a very long section or even difficult. Let's take out these drones before we get in too much trouble with them. I actually think you can possibly just bypass these guys completely. I'm not sure. I've never really not shot them a bunch. But that's it. Oh, one more guy. Oh. And there's obviously no sound on the moon, or because it's a low oxygen to no oxygen or atmosphere environment, so there's nothing to really vibrate it. But you can still fire the pistol, because the oxidizer is obviously in the bullets, blah blah blah. Anyways, on to the next portion. A few jumps, that's all. And if you're thinking this would be a great area, you know, because it's just so quick for the developers to hide some stuff, not so much. They didn't really put a lot here. So it's just kind of a neat area. It changes up the environment. This is going back to the thing I've said about this game from the start. They throw these different scenarios at you, but they don't make them overstay their welcome by any means. Things basically wrap up pretty quickly and pretty painlessly. You're never going to be in a gimmick that you want to end so severely. And I gotta let this music play. That music's great. The music in that section reminds me a ton of a John Carpenter theme. But, you know, correct me if you hear something else in there. And hey, check this out.
I remember this moment. Back in the camp.
This woman, I know her well. Resilient, will of iron, a family gone, all of them yet. Faith kept her going. I cannot believe in such certainty. For me, in everything, there must be doubt. Otherwise, there's no room to question, to learn. This place, this is the fruit of unquestioned, ferocious conviction. This is where absolute certainty leads.
Yet you are a believer.
I often wonder what kind of a God would sanction suffering such as this, and I question myself whether my faith is misplaced.
Maybe he's testing us.
Well, Egyptian, if he is testing us, we are failing gloriously.
to think you had done that earlier. Oh well. So, here we are in another sneaking sequence.
Encryption decryption database mainframe inside the war room. Find the war room. Access the computer and print out the nuclear decryption keys.
Okay, so this stealth sequence is actually the one I was expecting earlier that can be very difficult. So there's a few different things in here that make it a little bit more trying than other ones. One is, well, you have this guy patrolling this first area. He's not the most difficult person to avoid in the world. I'm going to actually try it now. Cool, alright. But once you get through here, you go through this area, take a look. There's a guy up there. That's one of the guys who can't be taken down with one shot. He's actually a Tesla soldier, kind of a throwback to that first mission. Crawl through here. Right up there is our first commander. He's right next to a Gatling gun, by the way. And there's our second... No, that's a Nazi soldier. Hold on. Let me ask this guy. The other guy is... Ah. Damn. Okay. Well, difficult section over. The Uber soldier's the only thing that we really have to worry about now. That was kind of my concern. Don't come this way, don't come this way. Fuck. He won't notice... the Nazis in this game are not very bright. They don't really notice bodies or anything like that. So, you can kill all the commanders pretty easily without anyone really noticing or caring. It's if you miss a shot or miss a throw like I did there. Let's see if we can get this guy before he turns. Hi. Okay, fine. Jesus Christ. So you saw how useless the our weaponry was against that fellow. He only got some of my health. I was really hoping to stab him in the side there, but I guess that doesn't work. Let's jump on this real quick. Just finish this guy off. And we're done. This is a massive room. Like, the scale on the moon base, it's something I appreciate. The way you can look at it and just see so much stuff, so many different areas, and it's got these nice a bit of variety to every area to it. So it's nice that it's here, but I still have that issue with just some of the areas looking exactly the same. Nothing, major. Why did... Sometimes I forget that the recharger recharges one and then the other. So let's come back through here just to look at the area and pick up some stuff maybe. So you kind of do rush through a lot of these rooms and you might miss some stuff, but this is just a really fun little area. It could have had a lot of people in it, you feel like, but at the time scientists are all away or something like that, so you only need a skeleton crew to guard it. But it's just really neat, and some of the stuff like the Mass Effect elevator here, they do such a great job with a lot of the details, and that's why I like the game pretty much as I do, is that they didn't really just make a cash-in shooter. They put a lot of work into everything in this game. But I can probably stop talking about that at some point in the future. Oh shit, this room... Okay. This room can be a bit dangerous. Listen to that music. Just such a sense of dread from just the music. gonna see if I can clear it completely without alerting anyone too much. Hi. Damn it. Well, that could have gone worse, I guess. Whew. Okay, so we're in a bit of a firefight. Just run, circle, don't stop moving. If you go around this thing, you know, the Taurus here, see how fast you just go right around it, you'll find the guys firing at you. Definitely reminds me of a hangar in Star Wars or something. Holy hell. And this reminds me of Portal, but, you know, whatever. Alright. Did well. That was actually probably better than I could have expected. My ammo's not bad either. My knives are depleted, so I'm going to go grab the one off of this guy here. And grab some armor. Nope, don't need it. I spend so little time looking at my my meters in this game that it's kind of stupid. Like, I don't know how I survive more than a few minutes at a time. So this is also one of the areas that you might get hung up on and need the map for. It's not too bad. I just don't think I can vault this here. Shit. Thought that was a neat way to do it. I just like the shutters. The space shutters are kind of neat. Blinds, whatever you want to call
Command module is where the new generation super soldaten are being manufactured. From what we know, there should be a point of entry to the war room from that area.
Alright, so yes, the super soldiers are manufactured here. This is just a neat little room. It doesn't really do much. Probably hides a loading screen, but it just brings you right to the next area. No fuss, no mess.
Should find those nuclear decryption keys. Get off this space rock.
Look at these walls. Oh. I don't know why I missed all those shots. What the hell's wrong with me today? Okay. Let's go grab something here. Oh yeah, and this is sort of a neat little war room kind of thing. I like this room. The Enigma code that I was looking for is already gone, actually. Oh well. Alright, we're going to unleash hell when we do this, so let's prepare.
Alright. I'm printing decryption keys now.
You've done it, Blazkowicz. Now get your butt back to Earth Base, William. Klaus is in London. He will bring you back to Berlin once you land.
Okay, gonna point this out. We got all this fucking high technology, and he prints out punch cards. I fucking love this game sometimes. Just the weirdness of it, you know, he has to physically take something back. I guess he can't really download anything or whatever. Maybe they need to be physical just for it to work. But still, that's just great. Slide down. That voice, it's gonna get annoying. I do apologize for that. It just repeats like you would expect an alarm to repeat. Fuck it. Missed. Oh well. If I can avoid using some of my energy throughout this section, I'd be pretty happy. Because I'm going to want as much marksman ammo as I can get. So, switching to the pistol and trying to take certain sections easy, it's going to be important. Got him. Ah, hell. That guy I can't really do anything about with a pistol, as we know. I don't know why I was very surprised earlier when I fired on one of those guys with a pistol repeatedly in the head and didn't do any damage. I know you can't do that. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me sometimes. Really my fault for being dumb. Now, this may look kind of dumb that I'm taking my time going through this thing when I have the alarm on, but it's really the smartest move I can make right now. Simply put, if you take this slow, get these guys unaware, you'll be able to get out of here pretty quickly and easily. And so, doing things like you're playing in a stealth section is actually pretty smart. That guy couldn't tell from that distance. Not a friendly guy. You can obviously not sneak around these guys, so. Hello, where the hell were you? Okay. We're actually in a little tram area here.
Die Sicherheit der Anlagen zu gewährleisten, wird die Atmung in wenigen Augenblicken abgesaugt. Dies ist Ihre erste Warnung.
Okay, well, we better get the hell out of here if they're going to take all breathable oxygen out. Let's get across the surface of the moon in a tram. Take a nice seat. Relax. Out of there, alive even. And this is our only way around, so let's take it. Ooh, that was a damning shot there. Look at that. This guy's so confused. Whoa, holy shit. I've never done the sitting execution before. Didn't know you could. Let's get up a little bit. And, once again, the dual-wielding system works much better than you'd think. Now, I could have probably shot that guy with the laser craft work, but why? Why not just use the systems I have available to me? Oh, look at that. Alright, trying to avoid that door opening quite yet. I always up right here. Man, it's dropping a lot more ammo for me right now than I remember it doing. Alright, let's get rid of that guy fast. Go. Hey, remember this room from earlier in the level? Oh, there's armor in here now. A lot of armor. Like a disturbing amount of armor just hanging out in this room. And then it recharges the other one. Remember how we got that double reload perk early in the game? That's where that's coming in now. We had some decent amounts of armor, got full ammo on the weapons we can use. I think we're ready for this. Oh boy. Good lord. These guys took everything I had and a little bit more. Gibraltar or something about the bridge, I'd imagine. Don't speak German. Yeah, let's get ourselves a nice reload here. Overcharge? Yeah, why not? Let's overcharge right to 200% there.
Sieh an. Ein Terrorist will meine Lieferungen stoppen. Was nicht versteht, meine Lieferungen kommen immer an!
BJ RPG's most dangerous enemy yet, the delivery man. Well, that's bad. As you can see, this section here could be pretty bad. Ooh, dual wield expert. As a matter of fact, if we're done here, let's take a quick account of our perks. I know this is a little breaking on that. You can see, well, basically all the stealth ones I've got, except for, I believe, this. Not really a big thing in my opinion to get that, but we've got almost all the stealth perks except for one. We have all the knives we can never carry. We have just, you know, anything you could want. On our tactical, we're behind quite a few here. You'll see why. Headshots, we're doing okay. And this is actually a pretty helpful one, especially if you have the health upgrade. Basically, as soon as you take damage, you can just wait about a half second or two, and it'll just start regenerating up to the nearest 20 or 10. Now, kills from cover using the handgun. It's not when you hit the Alt key and lean, it's when you're in cover. And aiming down sights is something you notice that I don't really do a lot of in this game. Shotgun, well, that means I'd have to unlock that first. Assault rifle, haven't even really used it in that capacity. So that's why those are kind of disappearing. However, all I need to do is get 5 more kills with the handgun, and I have the quick reload, which is very helpful, even late in the game. With the assault perk, dual wielding, sprinting, doing pretty well on almost everything. This right here, the bullet feeder, is something I just barely ever get. I don't think I've ever gotten it, actually. And that means I never get endurance either. And the auto panzer, I mentioned this a few videos back, but just if you get a bunch of kills in a row, you more or less get some armor. Battery, I'm still waiting on this one. Like I said, the reflection kills way back in a few videos ago. The reflection kills are not very common in this game. I don't really do well with them. But dual wield expert, look at that. All standard weapons ammunition increases. And dismemberment's up. So that's going to be great for us, because we're just going to basically go with dual wield shotguns a lot in the future. And demolition, I'm just not doing well with. Kill a commander with a grenade, I don't think I'll ever get that, which means I'm stuck on a couple of these. And I really would like bullseye, but it's just I don't really throw grenades at commanders, because you have to get you have to be pretty sure you're going to hit them with it, basically. And one more of these will actually get vaporized. It's not bad. And we're pretty far off from this one, so that's probably where we're going to stay with perks for the rest of the game. But we're done here. Let's go have a conversation with the pilot who thought he was going to drop off some super soldiers on us.
Zielort, London Nautica.
Kommandozentrale London Nautica. Transporter Nummer 4. Meine Ladung wurde vernichtet. Ich wurde von einem verdammten Terroristen angegriffen und bin gerade mit dem Leben davongekommen.
Verstanden, Transporter 4. Vollständige Einsatznachbesprechung nach Ihrer Ankunft.
Verdammter Mist! Wer ist im Schiff?
Transporter 4. Melden Sie sich. Transporter 4.
The things I've seen in this life. Strange shit that turns your stomach. Turns your hair white.
All right, Captain Cowboy. Roger. This is your buddy boy Klaus Kreuz in the car heading towards the London Nautica. Roger. Find your way down to the parking lot and I will pick you home. Roger.
I've seen 1,000 battles.
The London Nautica is opening fire. I think they are shooting at you.
I've seen the sun set on 5 different continents. I've seen dust rise off the surface of the moon. But all I want is to see you again. Daylight. Cold air. Still alive, it seems.
Next time, we return to the London Nautica.